Facebook Live. Hello, good morning. Hi, everybody. How are you? Nicole Cooper here, popping in for a quick morning Facebook Live, whatever you want to call it. And I want to talk to you guys really quickly about how to get away from creating plan B, C, D, E, F, and Z and what you need to do instead. So I'm going to give you guys a second to go ahead and invite some folks. If you are new here, my name is Nicole Cooper of YourSixFigureYear.com. Coming soon. Have some great things rolling out. And I'm an online business and monetization strategist. I basically teach people how to build successful businesses leveraging the internet and showing you how to be able to truly stay in your own lane, in your own vein, and thrive and dominate it, right? So today I want to talk to you guys really quickly about the noise. It's a lot of noise. What's up, Beecham? Hey, all of you guys. It's a lot of noise out here right now, guys. And I want to talk to you on how to diffuse the noise, how to get back to a level of clarity, how to overcome the overwhelm and the social media depression that is hitting a lot of people, especially entrepreneurs, and what you need to do instead. So, hey, Tandy. Hey, Derek. Hey everyone, good to see all of you. If you are looking to get focused, get clear, understand how you can get to profit a lot faster in your business, how you can remove yourself from all of the confusion of where to put your focus when it comes to building your business and identifying what key strategies you need to be focusing on to create your own success, then I'm going to talk about those things really quickly. So go ahead and share this with some folks. Tell me where you are from and make sure all of you go and visit YourSixFigureYear.com. You can either use the number 6 or you can spell it out. But this is something that we'll be launching in the upcoming months where we're working with entrepreneurs to show you exactly what you need to do to build a six-figure business, whatever path you choose. So we have some good stuff rolling out. I'll tell you a lot more about that moving forward. So here's the deal, guys. There's a lot of noise going on. And when I say noise, there is so many people who are out here talking about their different strategies, the different tools that you need, the different methods you need to implement, the different roads you need to take to create your success. And the truth of the matter is that all of them are appealing. You know, you have people who are building businesses and success with Amazon and Shopify. You have people who are building success being able to provide services for people who want to, for local businesses doing Facebook ads. You have people out here who are becoming coaches and they're becoming 6- and 7-figure dominant coaches, and other people selling info products, and other people, I mean, it's just like a myriad of opportunities and options out there. And a lot of us are paying attention to all of them. It's like, oh, this looks good. This looks good. This looks good. You know, this person is in a network marketing business and they're making all this money. This person has a Shopify store. They're making all this money. This person is a coach. They're making all this money. And so we're attracted to the result. We're attracted to the success. We're attracted to the outcome. And what's happening is most of us are following a bunch of different paths that are leading in multiple different directions. So what do I mean by that? You may be hopping on webinars that's talking about coaching. Then you're hopping on another webinar that's talking about launching a Shopify store. Then you're hopping on another webinar that's telling you to join my network marketing business. Then you're hopping on another webinar that's telling you you need my system or my 7 steps to multi-million-dollar riches or whatever. It's like a million different paths out there that you're going from this path to this path to this path to, like, they all look good. They all look amazing and they all are great opportunities. But what I want to talk to you today is how to create a sense of clarity to know what is best for you. Because here's the deal, and this is something that I had to do. I realized that there's certain things that I'm good at. I'm good at sales. I'm good at marketing. I'm good at making money. I am. So if an opportunity come in front of me and somebody says, Nicole, you will be real good at this, and it is connected to sales, marketing, and money, guess what? I would be good at it. I would be good at sales, marketing, and money if I worked at a law firm and I was designed to run their Facebook ads for their business. I would be good at sales, marketing, and making money if I worked at a pharmaceutical sales company and I was able to go work for this company to go to doctors to sell their products. I would be good at PetSmart if PetSmart put me in position to go out to, you know, dog owners and get them to buy. I'm good at sales, marketing, and making money. So any vehicle that is associated with that, guess what? I'm going to be good at it because I have the natural skill, talent, and passion for that technique. Those skills are things that are naturally things that I enjoy to do. So I can choose 50 different paths to do that in, right? I can be a network marketer. I can be a pharmaceutical sales rep. I can open up a retail store where I own a grocery store. I can do whatever, because sales, marketing, and making money is a skill and thing that I love. But here's what we have to be aware of. Just because you're good at something doesn't mean that you should be doing it, right? Doesn't mean that every opportunity that comes before you is what you're called to pursue. And so what we have to learn how to do, guys, is do one thing, and that is get clarity. And I want to talk to you briefly about that today. And when I talk about clarity, it is understanding and identifying what really is it that you truly want in your life. And when I say what you want, there's a couple of aspects to that. How do you want to live your life, right? Like, what kind of devotion and dedication do you want to have to whatever that outcome is you're producing? You know, to everything you pursue, there is a required investment of time, energy, effort, money. It's just going to cost you something. Everything's going to cost you something. I don't care how good I am at sales, marketing, and making money. I still have to go through the process. I still have to put in the work. I still am going to have sleepless nights. I'm still going to have to go through 18-hour days. It's just a lot. There's going to be learning curves. There's going to be, trainings that I need to take, people I may need to hire. It's a process. Like, I don't care how good you are at a thing. Everything has a process, right? The question is, how do you want to work? How do you want to live? Okay? How do you want to work? How do you want to live? Let me tell you how I made a big decision to walk away from a lot of money, and I did it being okay with it. One of the things that I've come to understand about, and this is just as I've gotten older, I believe in your 20s, you're super ambitious and the world is like at your fingertips and you can do whatever. So we go relentlessly after everything with no thought. Half the time we have no wisdom either. It's just like ignorance on fire in your 20s. In your 30s, you're looking for more security. You're looking for more guarantees. You want to make sure, all right, I got a family now, I got kids now, I need to make sure my money is here. In your 40s, stuff start changing. I just hit 40 this year. And in my 40s, it's about lifestyle. How do I want to live? How do I want to work? And one of the things that I've done, guys, I've been in multiple industries. I'm talking from the servant as a waitress to educator, substitute teacher, basketball coach, real estate agent. I've been a virtual assistant, a sales and marketing consultant. I've done a lot of different things. And what I've learned over the years is, how do I want my time to look, right? They have that time freedom, financial freedom, lifestyle freedom. 3 core categories that most of us are chasing. And when I was in the last industry that I was in, most of you guys know what that industry was. One of the things about that industry was that I can make a lot of money real fast. And because I'm good at sales, marketing, and making money, guess what? I can hop into any business. I'm a planner, like I'm really strategic with stuff. I know numbers very well. You tell me the numbers, boom, I can make it happen. I can make the money. That's just a gift. I've had it all my life. But let me tell you something about that. Just because you have the skills to do something doesn't mean you should be doing it, because here's what happened. I started making all this money. And the more money I made, guess what? The more time I was obligated to commit to that thing. You know, most people sell you on, oh, you'll set yourself up and you'll be able to make money, over and over again, and you'll have residual income, blah, blah, blah. No. You still have to be on the phone all the time. You still have to do presentations all the time. You're on the plane all the time. When you become a leader, people are pulling and tugging on you. And then the more you grow bigger, the more accessibility people wanted to have access to you. So now my time is not my own. I couldn't control my time. Then I had people micromanaging my social media. Well, you should be focusing on the business. Why are you promoting all this other stuff? That's a conflict, blah, blah, blah. Everybody starts wanting to get a hand in on what you're doing, because your impact in that environment is so huge that you can alter people away. It just was a lot of conflict. My time became somebody else's. It wasn't my own. I couldn't do what I wanted, when I wanted, how I wanted. And so I was always on the phone. I was always doing a presentation. I was always planning to pack a bag and be on a plane. And I had a family. And I started realizing, like, I don't like this. I like the money I'm making, but I don't like the lifestyle that it has created for me, because the accessibility to me is pulling and tugging and making me lose all control. And so I had to release myself from that environment, because I had to identify what I wanted my lifestyle to look like, right? So that was the one thing. The other thing too is the mental freedom, right? Like, when you are in a business and you are an entrepreneur, you are thinking about your stuff day, night, in the shower, on the toilet, when you're driving, when you're having conversations. It just comes out of you all the time. You're always talking about your business, and you're always thinking about your business, and you're always working on your business. Entrepreneurship is a 24-hour-a-day job. It just is what it is, because you're the creator. You are manifesting an idea, a vision, or whatever. And so it becomes really easy for you to be consumed by the thoughts of what it is that you're doing. The important thing to that is, am I consumed with something that I love so much that it's enjoyable to think about, and it also is easy for me to implement and take action on? A lot of us get ourselves in environments where you're going to make a lot of money, but you hate what you do. You hate it with a passion. That was me, and I got to just say this honestly, that was me when I was in real estate. I was in real estate, and I loved it in the beginning. It was a hustle. My phone was ringing. I had billboards, started getting success, had magazines, had this, that, and the other. But it started consuming all of my life, to the point where my husband hated my phone. He was like, you don't take a break. If we just listed somebody's house and they're having buyer's remorse and they calling me at 2 a.m, I want to take my house off the market, whatever. I started hating when my phone rang, because I feared what was the complaint on the other side. And it was so funny. I remember being in the peak of my career, and I'm going somewhere. I'm going to tell you how to get away from plan B, C, D, E, and F in a second, okay? But I was in the peak of my career, making all this money, but I hated when my phone rang. I was like, ugh, like my heart would drop every time the phone rang. It's like, uh-oh, here we go again. It was like a complaint. And it just started to become a burden for me to build a business rather than a truly enjoyable experience. That might be different now. I'm a little bit more mature. I was in my 20s and very emotional back then. But I honestly wanted to get out of real estate, and I didn't know how. And it was so funny. When the market collapsed, I was actually excited. I was like, yay, I can change industries, right? I didn't really enjoy the dueling process, day in and day out, hustling the next listing and the next sale and the next listing. I mean, it was just an endless hustle that, yep, I had a great big month this month, but guess what? I got to make sure I got good months next month. It was just so inconsistent, and I had to hustle all the time. So I didn't really enjoy it, and it became, why are you trying to do that, Chloe?
I don't know.
And so that became a challenge for me. I didn't enjoy it. Everybody doing yard work around me, right? But the point in this is this. I had to recently, now that I'm getting more mature and I have family and I've chased money and I've made money and I've lost money and I've spent money and I've done this and I've done that and I've traveled and I've gone through all these different things, I had to come back to a reality check. That chasing money is not enough, y'all. Like, you can chase money all you want, but you have to get clear on what you truly desire to accomplish in your life and in your business. Like, what do you want your life to look like? Lifestyle freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. Like, what are those core elements around that? Some of us are chasing to become 7-figure earners. I want to build this real big business and make millions of dollars, when in actuality, you probably will be happy if you make 5 to 10 grand a month. You probably are a very simple person and don't need an elaborate lifestyle. What we have to do, guys, is get so clear on who we really are and what we really want and what works best for us. The pace that we want to go at, the environment that we want to be working in, the time commitment that we want to commit to, the kind of people we want to be connected to. If I've learned one thing about me, is that I'm passionate about people truly getting connected to their purpose and turning that purpose into profit. Now, I hate that slogan in business. I hate the cliche, because I think it often is too generic, right? I really like to get down to business and talk about how you put this stuff into place. But I had to realize that my pace that I really want to run at is not the normal pace that I was trying to compete at. I was trying to keep up with everybody who was hustlers and grinding and doing this and doing that. Nah, that ain't the pace that I want to run at. I'm okay with spending 6 months behind my computer, putting a system in place that once I press a button and I throw 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 a month at Facebook ads, what I spent 6 months creating is now going to produce for me $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month. I'm okay with the fact that I'm going to spend time with my family. I'm not going to be at every conference, at every event. I'm not going to have on the most lavish outfits every single day and be beat-faced because I'm out with my kids at the park or whatever. My lifestyle demands is different. And so the way in which I want to work, I have to be clear on how I want to work so that I can produce that outcome and that result that I really want. Hey, Jess, good to see you, girlfriend. So what I want to explain to you guys is this. You have to get so clear on what you really want and what you want it to look like. Here's what I had an epiphany about. And I want you guys to go to yoursixfigureyear.com and download the free guide where I give you the focus formula. Focus formula means follow one course until successful. And it means get away from all the noise that everybody else has out here and only follow people who are in alignment with where you want to go so that you don't get caught up in these rabbit holes of buying this, that, and the other. And none of it is strategically aligned with who you really are at your core. Okay, hoping that my phone don't die. Is it charging? So here's what I had to discover about what I discovered for myself and what I want to recommend that you guys begin to think about for you. Okay, when the market crashed in 2000 or whatever, 10 years ago, and we lost everything and we were in real estate, we had to start from scratch, right, from square one. And as hard as it was to go through the season that we were in with being broke, bankrupt, whatever we went through, it was great to have the peace to begin to think about where I wanted my next season of my life to go in. And I discovered internet marketing. I began to get online. I began to look around and see what people were doing. And one of the things that I'll never forget is coming across somebody whose life was a total reflection of what I wanted. And I began to think about this guy and his business model all the time. Now, his business model was building an online business that created passive income, but he built it step by step. He built it inch by inch. Like it wasn't a fast hustle pace environment. He explained everything that he did and how he did it. And he was all about his family. He worked specific hours where it didn't compromise his family time. He was traveling the world. He was getting paid to do what he does. He was making money from, multiple different places, but he took the time to build the foundation. And it wasn't sexy. It wasn't fast. It wasn't as attractive. A lot of people spoke against it. He was doing it through blogging. And people were like, blogging. Who wants to blog? Nobody has time to blog. Do this, do this, do this, do this. You can get to the money right away. The website is yoursixfigureyear.com. Okay, you could do either the number 6 or SIX. So this guy was the first guy I came across, and I was like, oh my God, like this is what I want to be doing. But when I started putting in the work, y'all, it was too slow for me. It was just way too slow. The money wasn't coming fast enough, and I was just like, I got to do something else, and I got to go out here and make this money. And I did like a gazillion other things, and I went out and I made the money. But guess what? The more money I made, the more I began to crave the lifestyle that he had. And I was like, I'm making money, but the reflection of where I am and how I'm doing it, I'm not really happy with it. I want what Pat Flynn had. His name is Pat Flynn. Everybody should know Pat Flynn. But I was like, I want what Pat Flynn has. And I remember going through all these seasons, guys. Listen, I would get to the peak of my careers making like so much money. I would be at the top of my game and be miserable. And I was like, why am I miserable? Why am I so unhappy? It's because I was unfulfilled for what routes I was taking to create that outcome. And so what I had to understand was the lifestyle that I wanted required for me to go at a different pace. And I always came back to Pat Flynn, and I always said, you know what? I have to take the time out to do what I have to do to build that process the way that it's going to create the lifestyle for me in the long term versus chasing this short term money. Don't get me wrong. We need money now. You got bills now, and you need to do stuff now, right? And I'll be teaching you guys this stuff in your 6-figure year where you do need little side hustles because, hey, bills ain't going to wait for you to build out stuff. Bills ain't going to wait for you to, till you can finally be in your passion. They don't. You have to know how to do what I need to do for today to take care of my bills for today, but also keep in mind where it is that I want to go tomorrow to the point where I'm constantly investing in it. If it's part-time, 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, whatever, I'm putting in that time and effort to build that thing because I know this is where I want to go. Jim Rohn would always say you work full-time on your job and part-time on your fortune. Your fortune is in your vision, the thing that I see that I really want to do. And so what I had to do, ladies and gentlemen, and even what I'm doing now is getting so committed to the outcome. Go on over to your 6-figure year and download this focus formula and think about the result that you want to create. Think about the lifestyle that you want to live. But I keep putting the outcome in front of me of what do I really want my life to look like. I know that I'm called to speak, teach, and train and impact people all over the world through both ministry and business. All right. Those are two things that I know, two core areas that I know that I'm called to do, and do that in a platform, speaking, teaching, training, whether it's on stages, whether it's in programs, whether it's through whatever. That's what I know I love to do, right? Another thing that I know that I want to do is travel the world with my family, okay? And so these are the big whys for me. These are the outcomes. These are what I want money to do for me. And so when I think about speaking, teaching, and training and being able to show people how to become who God has called them to be, I have to begin to keep that in front of me and say, all right, when this opportunity comes my way, is this allowing me to help people become who God has called them to be, or is this me trying to make them become who I want them to be so I can make money off of them, right? Now I got to make decisions off of what is my real vision and goal and call in life, and what is it that I'm actually allowing myself to chase. If I'm in environments where I'm trying to manipulate or, coerce people to get away from who they're called to be, to go into a direction that's going to be beneficial just for me to make money, I'm out of order, okay? I'm out of order. And so what I have to do is understand the result. So here's the deal for you guys, because I know I don't want these to keep being 50-minute videos every time I do them. But what you have to do is get so connected to the end result of what you want your outcome to be, and have that why in front of you, and understand this. When you have that vision in front of you, you know exactly where you want to go. You know what you want to do, and you know what the outcome is that you want it to look like. It makes it easy to make decisions on what you're going to get connected to. Miles Monroe said, when you have a vision and you are so committed to that vision, your path becomes narrower and your world becomes a lot less busy, because you're not jumping from this to that, to this, to that, to this, to that. You're focused. And so now you start making decisions all in alignment with, is this in alignment with where I'm going? Yes. Is this in alignment with where I'm going? No. And so what I want to encourage you guys to do is head on over to yoursixfigureyear.com and get this focus formula guide. Now, we also have a training that I did about how to create your focus and find your own path, and really identify, like, what does this journey look like? What are the steps and the details in between that I need to begin to do every single day that'll get me closer to that goal? You can head on over to Your Six Figure Year and download this guide. But here's the deal, you guys. The whole point of this video was, you don't need a plan B, C, D, and E. Plan B, C, D, and E is when I say I'm going to give something a try, but I don't really know if it's going to work out. I'm just going to give it a go, but I'm not really certain about it because I don't really have a vision for it. I'm just trying to get the, whatever people are promoting as the benefit to it. I want to make the money, or I want to do this, or I want the fame, or I want the popularity, or I want this, that, and the other. But you're really not committed to it because it's really not in your vision. And so you just like, I'm going to give it a try, but if it don't work out, I'm going to quit. Well, if you're already going into it with a quit mentality, you're out of order and you're not in alignment with your goal. When you only have a plan A, you know what the outcome is. The vehicle may change, y'all, but you do plan A 2.0, plan A 3.0, plan A 4.0. If I know that I want to build it, this is my goal, I want to build a 6-figure per month passive income business on the internet through training, courses, and products. And that's my goal. I know it's going to take me 2 to 3 years to make that happen, and I'm willing to do it one product at a time, right? If I know that that's my end goal, I may start off with a course that I thought was going to be the big course that everybody wants, but it may change. I may do a different course, or I may go in a different direction. I'm still setting a goal to build a 6-figure business, 6-figure per month business on the internet that is passive, right? I still have that goal, but the vehicle may change. I may go from blogging to something else. I don't know. The thing may switch up. The vehicles may switch up, but the goal is still the same. I want to build a 6-figure passive income within the next 12 to 24 months, right? Off of info products, training courses, workshops, and the likes, right? I know that's my goal. So now I'm going to make sure I'm making decisions that's in alignment with each of those things. If somebody comes to me with a business opportunity and they're like, you know what, Nicole, you'll be so good at this, I recommend you try it. If it's not going to be in support of my passive income, 6-figure a month business model in the next 12 to 24 months, I'm not doing it, right? Because I know I want my time back. I don't want to be a slave for the money or a slave for anybody else's businesses just so I can be able to make a decent income. And I'm sick of starting over. I'm tired of getting into businesses that got a short lifespan. You went in for 15, for 2 to 3 years. You do good, make a lot of money, and then something happened and the company closed their doors and you got to start from scratch. So I'm owning and controlling where I'm going. I have a plan A. I'm committed that I'm going to do nothing but plan A. I'm not focusing on plan B, C, D, Z, and F, and G. But if plan A doesn't work out the way that I wanted it to, I'm okay with going plan A 2.0, plan A 3.0, plan A 4.0, plan A 5.0, meaning I'm staying in this lane. I'm going to build this path. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it happen by any means necessary. So that is my encouragement to you guys today. Head on over to yoursixfigureyear.com. If you have any issues with it, somebody just text me. We are setting some stuff up and trying some new systems. So if anything goes wrong, just let me know. You should be able to download it. But yeah, give me an inbox message if something happens. Thank you, Freddie. I just saw your response in my inbox. I'll hit you up in a second. But go over there and grab your focus formula. Do your plan A 2.0, plan A 3.0, plan A 4.0, whatever it takes to stay in your own lane. But guys, stop chasing everybody else's success and everybody else's vision and dream. Like, yeah, there's tons of people doing great things because they're doing themselves. They're doing good at doing them. But guess what? You will be such a superstar if you stay in your own lane and you choose your own path. And it will take time. It ain't gonna happen overnight. All right. So anyway, guys, that's it for today. Head on over to yoursixfigureyear.com. Got tons of great stuff coming out. I don't even want to talk about what we got coming out. We'll just roll it out as it comes out. And I look forward to seeing you guys inside of the Focus Formula so you'll be able to get access to it. Okay? Have a great day, y'all. Bye.